here we are.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. Well, it's important.
Quentin is such a liar. How would he know what the surface is like? He's never been up there.
Oh, it's all the directors.
Justin.
Do you mind?
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Phase 3.
Excuse me, but sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
This is about the Phase 3 synths, right? I think I have, actually. But I'm gonna play dumb.
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Compromises? Really? What kind of compromises, son?
Right. Such hard times down here.
I would never disagree that life in the Institute is better than above ground. We have done much to ensure it. Now, we take things even further. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
But nuclear reactor?
Nuclear power? That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Not in our hands. I assure you this is the answer. This is the future.
What about all the people on the surface?
The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ao. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
Oh no.
Everyone, please. I am sorry.
Oh no.
This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
I knew he was sick. I knew he was sick. I was reading one of those files that it said that he was suffering from something. This can't be happening. You're dying. After all this, even though he doesn't see eye to eye with his son, he still wants to help him.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you. We can talk more later. Right now, The future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh no.
Boy.
You can't
Oh
be
boy.
serious.
Really?
You can't be serious,
Possibly
really?
justify this. He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring
I'm an
your
engineer.
borderline insubordinate tone, I will simply say
Gabriel's
this.
an engineer
the
with
Institute
a
has enough
9
scientists.
intelligence.
What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Wow. Oh my gosh, this is just setting things up for disaster.
The
Setting this
latest
up for
synth
disaster
generation
and
is just
disappointment.
amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
We
Oh,
don't
Gabriel,
usually
the
welcome
drama.
outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Oh my gosh, the drama.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hi there. Something I can help you with?
Good for now.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye then.
It's great to have you here.
Oh my gosh. What did you just do, son? Sean, how could you do this to me? Oh, the feels and the... Ah. Oh my gosh. Guilt trip me even more, why don't you? Dropping the fact you're gonna die. Oh my goodness. Sean, Gabriel, I feel so horrible for you. Oh, this is terrible for him. He has so many emotions muddling in his head. I mean, of course, there's anger, the feeling of betrayal, the feeling of being used, the feeling that his Sean sees him as an experiment, not as a dad to love, and he still loves Sean unconditionally. And no matter how much he doesn't agree with his son and doesn't approve of his methods, it's still his son, and he still loves him unconditionally. Ah. And now his son is putting all this trust on Gabriel's shoulders, even though Gabriel doesn't agree with what the Institute's... He agrees with what the Institute is trying to do, trying to push for a better future, but their methods are just not lining up with him. Oh.
I often
Sean.
wonder what the Institute's founders would think of our accomplishments.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
Well... I have to be completely honest with you, though, son. I have to be honest with you.
Sean. I don't want to run this place.
Are you so sure? You seem to have a natural talent for leading by example, getting things done. This will suit you. And I think we can both agree the Institute will need the guidance. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
I know Gabriel will do the right thing, but I don't know if the right thing that Gabriel's gonna do is the right thing for you, though, Sean. It's at this point that Gabriel's gonna go and give his son a hug. He's gonna give his son a hug because, you know... Here, they're hugging right now. This is what they're doing. They're hugging right now. Because... his son...
I hope you realize how important mass fusion is to our overall goal.
Yeah, his son is... even though they don't see eye to eye and he doesn't completely agree with their methods, it's still his son, and he is going to love his son unconditionally, no matter what. And that's just... it's just breaking Gabriel's heart, because I think he kind of sees what's going to happen very soon. Sooner than he wants it
Busy
to be.
day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
His son is dying. I feel so horrible for Gabriel. Everything's just... I need details first, though.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Of course, that's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a
great.
beryllium agitator for us.
Beryllium agitator.
Oh man, I have one of those, but it's in my other pants.
You wouldn't recognize
Lucas's
one if
pants.
it fell on your head. That's why I'm going to retrieve it.
I don't know, he's got an intelligence of 9. People keep forgetting how smart Gabriel actually is. Is that really necessary?
Is that really necessary? I'm sure I can handle this by myself.
Yes, it really is. Not only is this tech sensitive, it's old. Look, I'll take care of it. You just make sure I come back in one piece.
Okay, sure.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area.
Oh no.
We don't want them getting the agitator before we do.
Oh no.
Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
I have a feeling if I go on this mission, we're gonna pick a fight with the Brotherhood. Oh gosh, I'm trying to avoid that. Relay to mass fusion or inform the Brotherhood. Oh my. Oh goodness. What a predicament. Sean did make a good point though, because with Gabriel at the helm, if Gabriel was to become the leader of the Institute, Gabriel could change things around the Institute. He could change things for the Institute so that their methods are a lot more moral, and that maybe they'll be able to take more responsibility for the people up above on the
Father
surface.
has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Maybe he could make it so that they would no longer ignore or even endanger, not just ignore, but endanger the people up on the surface, but actually help the people at the surface. There is a future for the people up there on the surface. They're fighting for it. And Gabriel's not going to stand for the Institute trying to steal that away from them. They can work together, the surface and the Institute. Relay to mass fusion or inform the Brotherhood. Well, right now, while I'm still here, before I mess anything up, I should probably continue this underground undercover thing while I'm still in good graces with the Institute for who knows how long.
We must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made arrangements. I can get the 13 we discussed into position. But, tell me, do you think Mr. Benet's plan will work?
Do you have second thoughts?
You having second thoughts?
I'd risk anything for my people. It's just that Mr. Benet is many things, but he isn't always the most practical. And this plan is very risky.
So what do you suggest? Do you have a better plan? What do you suggest?
A better plan is to use this opportunity to rescue everyone. But Synths will have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people would join us. Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, certainly there are many others who have been waiting their whole lives for this. But we should be prepared for some of the Synths to fight against us.
True.
All people want to be free. They just need the opportunity to take it.
If the Railroad inspires everyone like you do, the SRB is wise to fear you. We will give my people an opportunity, and they will flock to us. I admire Mr. Benet a great deal. We can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment, assume the worst.
Give Z1 for a day. Give password to Liam Benet. Where's Liam? Liam's over here.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming, even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
Are you okay with the violence, though?
This is a delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's life over this.
Would it be possible to rescue more synths?
Those 13 synths are the only ones we're sure we can trust. If we push our luck and get the wrong synth involved, the whole thing could unravel.
I don't know. Do we risk having everybody losing all of the synths, or just the third? I don't know. This is tough.
It's alright, I'm used to being ignored.
Let me keep it for now.
I'll hold on to it. For now.
If you think that's best. But I can't start work without it.
I need more time to think about this.
The way I see it, the Commonwealth is the past, and the Institute is the future.
Greetings, sir.
X688.
It was an honor to fight at your side. Ready for the next mission, sir?
Do you have your gear?
Have you got all the gear you need?
Absolutely.
Oh wow, looks like we can recruit X688 with us now.
Let's move out.
Right behind you, sir.
Send Dogmeat to Sanctuary Hills for right now. Yeah. Dogmeat is going to Sanctuary Hills. A house divided. Talk to Newton Oberly. Newton Oberly? What is this? Something is going on in bioscience, and Dr. Oberly needs to speak to me about it right away. Alright, sheesh. We've got a lot of things going on here at the Institute.
To report, sir.
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Well, I guess X688's the only companion that could come with me into the Institute. That kind of makes
Father
sense.
is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Bioscience, eh? Something wrong?
It's damn selfish. That's what it is.
What is?
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as Father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
That kind of insubordination can't be tolerated.
Oh, great. Like I don't have enough problems.
Well, I'm sorry you've been inconvenienced. But solving personnel issues is part of an administrator's job.
Yeah. I can reason with them.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help with that. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bioscience observation room. From there, you should be able to communicate with Higgs and Loken. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command functions on the observation room terminal. That should give you some options. Just please, try to talk to them first. Use violence only as a last resort.
That's Gabriel's specialty. Talking to them first is Gabriel's specialty. You ready for this, X688?
Or just give me a moment.
You know what this means, guys? I have somebody else's max
unlocked.
affinity to increase. Our final companion, X688.
Hey.
Yeah?
Hey.
Go ahead.
What are your thoughts?
Your thoughts?
Can't afford to let your guard down, no matter how quiet things seem.
Your thoughts?
The world will be better off once the surface dwellers die out.
Maybe Gabriel can help change his mind. Maybe Gabriel can help turn X688's attitude around. We'll see.
Your thoughts?
We should get more ammunition soon. Can never have enough of that.
What are your thoughts on our relationship?
I'm not sure yet. Ask me another time.
Okay, this is going to be one tough cookie to crack.
Nothing else for now.
Sure.
Might even be, but probably not as tough as Strong. Nobody was as tough as Strong to crack. I will make you love me, X688. I will make you love me. Gabriel's like,
Attacking humans.
oh, do we really have to fight?
Good.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. First of all, let me level up and increase. I thought I leveled this up already. Didn't I level up the attack dog? When your dog holds an enemy, there's a chance he'll cripple the limb he's biting. I wanted to wear my suit. Well, I guess I could wear my suit, but it's more practical for me to just wear my normal combat gear for this. I'm keeping my glasses, though.
I was starting to get bored.
Come on, X688. Didn't even break a sweat because you didn't even participate, X688. Don't worry, Strong had that problem too. Where's my hat? Commando helmet. Come on, guys, let's not fight, please. Let's please not fight. I'll come back for those things later. Laser turret. FEV lab. No, that FEV lab is Virgil's lab. Come on, guys. Let's not fight, please.
I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards, Impressive.
Dr. Higgs.
I just want to talk.
If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I can be very persuasive. I can be very persuasive.
I know you're angry, but there's a better way to handle this.
Oh, you're wrong. You see, I've tried talking. For years, I've suggested that we do things differently here, but nobody listens. Let's see if anyone can afford to ignore me now.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Well, yeah, I'm trying to make a difference here too.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well, but you must see that it's an impossible task.
Keeping them in mind.
Maybe, maybe not. All I'm asking is that you keep an open mind.
I'm sorry, but our minds are made up. Both Dr. Loken and I have resolved to stand our ground.
Oh, come on, pretty please. Don't make me flash my... Don't make me bat my eyes at you.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher must sometimes take a leap of faith.
Thank you, Lee.
Let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Thank you, Lee Everett. See, Lee Everett's with me. Requires key. See, we handled that pretty well. X688. X688. X688 is like, alright, good.
No way to pick this.
Hey. Just point it out, sir. I'm ready.
Okay. So now what? Talk to Lawrence Higgs. I already did. Oh, he opened the door for us. Talk to Newton Oberly.
Lawrence.
There's a lot of hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it.
Thank you, Lee.
I honestly thought Dr. Lee or Dr. Holdren would be appointed to succeed Father.
Yeah, well, Sean had some other ideas. Another crazy idea. He's like that.
Bravo. I admit I was fearing for the worst, but I can see that I underestimated.
I try to avoid violence. I try to avoid violence.
I'm just glad they listened to reason.
Indeed. There is one further matter to discuss.
Oh.
Obviously, some kind of disciplinary action must be taken.
Really?
The question of what form it takes is up to you.
Execute them? No. They're on probation. Kick them out. Kick them out. No punishment. This seems like the reasonable punishment.
Put them on probation. Limit their access to quarters and non-working areas.
That's more than fair. I'll see to it that everyone's notified.
Good decision. Those men could still have a lot to contribute. They just need to learn their lesson.
I'll take that holotape back. I also wanted to offer you something as a more personal expression of gratitude. I know that your work often takes you to the surface where supplies are scarce.
Okay.
I gathered these items together for you. I think you'll find them useful.
Oh, wow. X688, really like that.
Hey.
Sir. Yes, sir?
Thoughts?
Your thoughts?
I don't envy you. Succeeding father isn't going to be easy.
Your thoughts?
If you're worried I won't be able to keep up, don't be.
Well, what do you think about our relationship?
As long as you're loyal to the Institute, we'll get along just fine.
That's kind of what Gabriel's kind of worried about. But we'll see what happens.
That was all I had.
Affirmative.
Alright, X688, it's one of you're our companion. You are part of our family for now. So, I guess it's time for us to introduce you to the rest of the family. Here we are. We're back. Honey, I'm home.
Hey.
Good ammo.
Your thoughts?
The open road and a loaded weapon. Doesn't get much better than this.
Didn't have anything else.
All right.
Strong protect you. Humans say, got your back.
Nice. Alright.
Play your cards right, and we stand to make a whole lot of money.
Now we've got X688 with us. So now that we have our final companion, X688 here, from a role-playing standpoint, I wanted, Gabriel really wants to expose...
the surface dwellers die out.
Yeah, that's exactly why Gabriel wants to bring X688 around, because he wants to try to expose X688 to the other side of things, like how these people, he's hopefully going to help X688 really understand some compassion for the people here in this world, which right now he doesn't seem to have any. And maybe by example, like Sean said, by example, he might be able to
no matter how quiet things
sway X6. Now, of course, that may backfire, and that's why both Dogmeat and his OTP, MacReady, is here for backup, just in case X6 turns on us. But MacReady, I'm sorry, Gabriel is trying to bring X6 on these missions.
Feel more comfortable not these ceiling above my head.
Trying to bring X6 with us to some missions to help the Minutemen, because the Minutemen hopefully will show X6 that these people are not hopeless. There's still hope for them, and we can rebuild a good future for them if we just give them the opportunity, give them the chance. So we were asked to clear this area of ghouls for the Minutemen, and that's just what we're going to do. Come on, boys. Oh, of course there's a glowing one. Of course there is. We're gonna make the